All right, well, this is moving on to a scary situation. Darnell SuperChef Ferguson, who has been arrested for burglary, strangulation, and terroristic threatening. This was confirmed by Page Six, and the Food Network star is also facing misdemeanor charges of assault, menacing, criminal mischief, and theft receipt of a stolen credit or debit card. Ooh, he's in trouble. He was taken into custody in Louisville, Kentucky, and so the details surrounding the arrest are unclear at this time since it's just developing, but records obtained by Page Six show a family court granted an emergency protection request against him on January 2nd. He shares 8 kids with his wife, and he has been a staple on the Food Network for years, so it's definitely a recognizable face and name, but like I said, it seems like this is a laundry list of things that he is going to be facing.
Yeah, Christina, there's a lot going on here, and this is really a breaking story. I think more information is going to come out soon, but I mean, these charges are serious. When you're talking about burglary, you're talking about terrorist threats. You basically, the allegations are he broke into a dwelling, usually someone's home, and threatened them. And, right. Terrorist threats usually are threatened to kill them or cause serious bodily injury. And there's some theft-related offenses thrown in as well. So I don't know if the allegations are that he stole something. So, trying to piece the puzzle together here, I think that protective order says a lot. You're talking about family law, so that's someone that he has a relationship with. Could be his wife, could be someone else, but it's not a stranger like me and you. Family courts don't necessarily get involved in that. Could potentially be one of his kids. Again, pure speculation right now. But the fact that the family court granted that restraining order leads me to believe that this is related to someone in his family or his inner circle.
Right. And if you, go against the restraining order, if you don't, obey by those rules, there's some serious consequences for that one as well. He's probably looking at some jail time, I would imagine.
Probably, violating the restraining order is its own crime, especially if it's a domestic violence case or anything like that. That can result in some pretty serious penalties. So I'm sure we're going to find out more soon, but this is a breaking story that I'm sure we're going to be covering weekly on Legally Asked.
Definitely. And I feel like we would be remiss to not talk about that viral video that was going around of a defendant attacking a judge, this was such a scary video to witness, but the judge who was attacked by a defendant in Las Vegas actually sentenced the man again on Monday to 19 to 48 months in prison on a previous battery charge, emphasizing that his actions last week did not affect her sentencing decision. So the man drew national attention, like we said, when a courtroom video showed him literally leaping over the bench onto the judge and causing the flags behind the bench to fall. She injured herself, went to the hospital. She was released and was okay. But this was a scary scene.
Oh, scary. And everyone's seen this. And it's really, I have to say, a failure of, law enforcement and sheriffs that are supposed to protect the judge and the integrity of the proceedings. So that was bad. But, now he's dealing with 2 cases. There's the underlying case that he was sentenced on, like you said, Christina. And, it's interesting. The judge said, well, I'd already made a decision. Here are my notes. Here are my records. She actually put them into evidence as an exhibit. But now he's facing a whole new series of charges, including attempted murder with an entirely new judge, because the old judge is a victim and the witness in the case. She can't be a judge in the new case. So he was arraigned on those charges. A public defender was appointed. So now he's dealing with significantly more time for attacking a judge. Right.
I mean, like I said, he was sentenced to 19 to 48 months. Now he's looking, maybe 5 years, I would imagine, maybe even more, on top of what he has.
Yeah, I mean, here's someone that at least reportedly has a very significant rap sheet and criminal history. And obviously, look, I mean, you saw the light switch just flip. Is someone that's just prone to violence. Now, they've interviewed his sister. She says that he's had some mental health issues, which seem pretty clear. Apparently, he was exposed to drugs as a young child. So there's a lot going on here. But, when you're a judge and you're deciding what an appropriate sentence is, one of the things you consider is propensity for violence and danger to others. And here's someone, for whatever reason, seems to be unable to conform his behavior and remain peaceful.